Hey guys, it's Angela Kelly here. Welcome to day 13 of the 21 Day Habit Blitz. And if you've been watching day one or the about video, it lets you know exactly what I'm doing here, which is I'm going through 21 full days of a new habit that I chose, which is working out 30 minutes a day and choosing some healthier foods. And in these 21 days, what I'm doing is documenting my experience, some challenges, some thoughts, and then also those positive things that are helping me get all the way through this challenge and sharing them in this video, in these series of videos. So, as the title says, going beyond a trapped mind, and that's what I'm talking about today. If you have a trapped mind or a trapped mindset, usually a person doesn't know that they have a trapped mind. They don't know that their mindset may not be outside of the box. That's something that they would have to choose to discover. They would have to be open, being open to more information, like watching this video that will help them kind of discover that. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of questions to ask yourself to help you identify if your mind is trapped or if you have a mindset that can truly think outside of the box. So, first, ask yourself this question right here. Can you exceed 21 days? So, you're on day 13. I'm on day 13 right now of this challenge. Where we are right now, can you exceed 21 days? So, this is beyond a 21-day habit, and really think about it, get honest with yourself. And I mean, it's just really a simple yes or no. That's one of the questions to let you know if your mindset is limited. Okay, based on how you answer that question, think about some of the reasons or the feelings that you have behind that. And like I say, it's you, it's your personal thing. You want to get honest with yourself with that first question. So I think about it like starting the new year, and I know I'm not the only person that chooses this, fitness workout, lose weight, get healthy thing on the first of January, which I've done several years in a row. But one thing that I can identify now that I didn't do in the past is I would start working out on the 1st of January, the 2nd of January, the 3rd of January. But during that time of getting started, I wasn't thinking about the 7th of January or the 30th of January and working out every day. I wasn't thinking about the February the 28th. What happens 2 months from the time that I start my goal, and really getting real, with my emotions and real with my own intentions, kind of looking out and saying, okay, am I willing to commit to 30 full days or 60 full days, not just 21 days? Okay. I'm going to tell you more. I'm going to give you a little bit more value about really thinking big and thinking outside of the box. I read a book called The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. Ben Carson. Now, in this book, the author, for me, even reading it, even in the first chapter, I was just really surprised by some of the things that I hadn't thought of before. Okay, and this is just in chapter one. So, thinking big, believe me, it's beyond where you think you're thinking right now. And it was for me to open a book and really dig into some resources that someone else had researched, where he went through a series of questions and scenarios and challenged the reader to think beyond what the average person would think. And I was surprised by some of the answers that I came up with. I recommend you read that book if you're really wanting to think outside of the box and get creative with, for instance, your business or your approach to your customers. That's something that will make sure that your ideas aren't limited by maybe your past, or they aren't limited by maybe some things in the past that have been successful or not successful. Um, how are you thinking about your current progress right now? Do you feel positive? Do you feel a sense of achievement? It's 13 days. Do you feel like you're going to get through 21 days? Or do you feel like you're going to quit? Do you feel like giving up? Do you feel like it's just hard and it's a task that you don't want to go on with? You really want to ask yourself, how do you feel? Is it possible to think beyond where you're feeling right now at day 13? Is it possible for you to think right now beyond 21 full days? I want you to test yourself right now by thinking beyond 21 days. Just imagine 180 days. Think about how the day is going to be. I mean, 180 days, that's 6 months. Think about how you're going to feel. Are you going to take yourself on a cruise after you've worked on this habit for 180 days, 6 times what you planned originally in your limited mindset? And I asked this question because this is something that I did. I took and cut out a picture of the dream body, the dream stomach that I want to see myself with, and I put it on Facebook. And I said, this is a 180-day goal. So I started out by going beyond 21 days. And think about it too. This is just some more proof. The greats throughout history, your heroes, your sheroes, they didn't get to where they are by taking 21 steps and then jumping around at the finish line because they had won it. They were so excited. No, it took 21 steps, of course, and then they had to continue taking those steps to be the best in their class or industry or whatever it is that they do. And speaking from my own experience, it was once I had decided to go beyond where I had went before. So greater than 21 days, and to really start focusing deeply on the steps that I was taking. Those steps became me. And they became me in my daily practices and my other business, like I said, that I have. They became me because the steps were no longer a chore. The steps were no longer something that I was just trying to drag myself out of the bed to do. They became a part of my daily actions. They became a part of my mindset where I was thinking about how to take these steps better. And so I think that that's just a gift that every single person deserves in their business, and especially in your passion, is to really get to that place where you're taking steps and you're loving the steps every single day. So I'm going to end this video here, folks. It's day 13. You're all that. Really get into this point of 13 days. You're more than halfway through this 21-day challenge, and I invite you to the Facebook group where you'll get even more resources and also be able to connect directly with me. Please share this video for anyone that you think is serious about making some changes in their business over the next 21 days. Thanks again, folks. See you soon.